Hi, my name is Amar, and I am here to help you plan your first overseas travel better. I'm going to share my real life experiences, and hopefully, it's going to help you and benefit you. So, let's start. Book a hotel or Airbnb in or around the same location where you are planning to rent accommodation in the longer run. This will help you save time and money when looking for a house or a flat post your arrival. Note, letting agencies in the UK don't work after 5 p.m. local time, and hence it might not be possible to arrange for a viewing after office hours. They also don't work on Sundays. Please keep that in mind. Next, a few important things to consider concerning your bank account. Check if your and credit cards are about to expire in the next few months, next year. If yes, get those renewed. Also, at least get a printout of both sides of your cards. You might need it to authorize transactions, change expired passwords, or forgotten passwords. Check if your bank KYC is due and complete if required. Operate your bank locker if not been operated recently. Pay your locker rent. Stop recurring payments for services that you no longer expected to use while you are away. Pay taxes which can't be paid online, for example, your house tax. Next, a few things to consider concerning the mobile device and the number. If you have more than one mobile number in India, decide on a number which you plan to keep operational and update the same across all your bank accounts, your Aadhaar, your insurance, your gas connection, and whatever you can think of. Tip, check with your mobile service provider on the required steps. From my experience with Vodafone, I activated international roaming a day before my travel and it worked just fine after I landed in the United Kingdom. It still is. Two, carry SIM card ejector tool. You might need it as soon as you land in UK because you might want to purchase a SIM card and you might want to put it inside your mobile phone. Three, it may sound very simple, but your mobile cover screen protector might need a replacement in the future, and you might not find it here. Hence, get it replaced and maybe even carry a extra set too. Continuing on, specs. Get your eyes tested and carry a spare set of glasses. It's pretty expensive here. Passport size photographs. Carry passport size photographs as per UK standards size. Few things to consider once you get your visa. Get a school transfer certificate for your child. Arrange for some extra local currency for you to carry it, just in case you need more than required. Medicines. Get a prescription from a doctor and buy the prescribed medicines. Note, it's not possible to get antibiotics easily in the UK as doctors here don't prescribe antibiotics easily and only do it in extreme cases. If you are planning to use Uber after landing in UK, add a credit card from India. International transactions should be enabled. Keep that in mind. Why I'm saying so? Because, like in India, there's no cash option available here in the UK. You won't be able to pay your Uber with cash. Get an IDP. IDP is International Driving Permit. We do and we can drive on our Indian license here in UK, but some leasing agencies for some reason prefer an IDP. So it might be easy for you to lease a car if you have an IDP when compared to your Indian driving license. Next important thing, your company might have a tie up with one of the banks here in the UK. Hence, open an account in advance before traveling, as you will need it as soon as possible. Again, please note, a bank account debit card will be required to do some important transactions. I hope you are making a note of all these things. The travel date is almost there. Here are a few important things to consider. Start looking for a house flat while in India, and if possible, arrange for a viewing the very next day based on your arrival date. Next, make sure the fuel tank of your car, bike has been emptied. Book a cab or a taxi at least 2-3 days in advance. Based on my experience, you might not get a reputed taxi service provider if you're trying to book within 24 hours of your expected departure. Complete your web check in. Charge your phone, power bank. It might sound trivial, but visit a spa, saloon, a beauty parlor just 1 2 days before you are about to travel, as it's pretty expensive here, and probably you will end up spending the entire year's money which you spend in India during your first visit itself here in the UK. For example, a men's haircut here will cost you around at least 15 to 20 pounds, and that is equivalent to 1500 to 2000 Indian rupees. Now, when your travel day is here, few important things to consider are: weigh your luggage individually. Make sure you are within the limits, else you will have to pay a fair amount of money. Before you leave for the airport, check all your documents. Don't assume that you have already kept everything. Just make sure you have everything. Your passport, tickets, boarding pass, and the letter from the UK visa and immigration confirming that your visa has been successful are the most important documents. I'm not saying that these are the only documents that are required, but these are the most important documents. Based on my experience, post arrival in the UK, along with the passport and visa, the letter from the UK visa and immigration was the only other document that the immigration officers verified. So please keep that in mind. Before boarding the flight, buy some food, snacks after security check in before boarding the plane. Based on my experience, I only packed a few light snacks for a 10-hour long non stop flight, and food was only served once, and the airline did not had anything to sell. So I would say, at least now you can be better prepared. Now, once you have landed, are done with immigration formalities, and have collected your luggage, the next thing you can immediately do is buy a SIM card. No ID is required. Recharge with a plan, and it's very cheap when compared to a top up. The airport has vending machines, and you can purchase it from there, and it gets activated immediately. If you're not able to get it from the airport, you can find multiple small shops selling SIM cards. It could be easy to find one. International roaming is very costly, and data on the Indian mobile number might get consumed in a flash. Best use airport Wi Fi after landing. Your commute from the airport, you can catch a train, bus, Uber, or a black taxi. I hired a black taxi and paid by cash. Note, I was not able to book a Uber through my Indian linked card, and cash option was not available. Your BRP card. If you need to collect it from the post office, see if you can call the post office and confirm if the BRP card has arrived and is available for you to collect. Otherwise, you might end up traveling to the post office in vain. Also, if traveling with your family, the primary applicant can collect it for all dependents, hence, the entire family need not go. At least that's what I was told when I collected mine. Need to withdraw cash. Post office ATMs are a good way to withdraw cash if you need some. Note, Forex card issued in India are not accepted across all ATMs in the UK. Hence, try post office ATMs or any big banks ATMs like HSBC. My experience, no withdrawal charges were levied for my HDFC Bank Forex card when I withdrew the cash from uh, Post Office ATM and HSBC ATM. Also, most ATMs in the UK dispense only £500 at one time. So, if withdrawing more, you will need to do multiple transactions. If your initial accommodation is in London, better purchase a Oyster card. It can be used to pay for bus tube fare within London and its various pay zones. Oyster card will cost you £7, plus you will have to get that top up done. Note, bus ride is 1.75 pence per adult, £1 75 pence per adult. No fare for children below the age of 11, irrespective of the distance within London. Also, any change to bus within an hour from the first swipe will not get charged. Collect your debit card from the bank if the account was opened already before reaching to the UK. Deposit cash in the bank account to ensure you have enough money for any unavoidable card based transactions. If the account was not opened while you were in India, do it ASAP post your arrival. House. Start looking for your accommodation ASAP. Again, an important thing to notice is emails sent to letting agents is hardly noticed. Call them to inquire about the properties available with them in the area and fix a viewing ASAP. I hope all the information I shared will be useful. All the very best for your travel. Leave me a comment if you have some additional questions. I'll get back definitely. Thanks for watching.